Are video games garbage? Disposable content. Something made to be mindlessly consumed for a few hours and then thrown away like a chewed up piece of gum. If you and I are similar, then we both would say no. They are as much of an art form as music, literature, animation, or any other medium. In fact, video games combine all of those in addition to one of the most distinguishing elements, which is the interactive feature, which is gameplay. Games manage to communicate ideas best when all these elements work together to build one cohesive artistic expression. You see this in games like Undertale. There is no real distinction between the story segments and the gameplay segments. In fact, the actions you take in the gameplay segments affect what will happen in the story segments. Contrary to Undertale, a game where the gameplay segments and the story segments are more clearly defined would be Persona 3. There's moments where you're just sitting back and reading and taking in the story, enjoying yourself for some time. Then there's moments where you're grinding a dungeon for hours potentially. And this works because both sides support the other one. You get into the story, you level up your social links, which lets you do better and be more effective in the dungeon and creating personas. And you do well in the dungeon because it gives you benefits with your social links and helps you progress in the story. If you enjoy video games like this, then you may like the video game I've been working on called The Evil Day. The Evil Day is a turn-based RPG with a first-person dungeon crawler inspired navigation system with a focus on story. It's inspired by games I listed like Undertale, Persona 3, also One Shot Omori, and many other games of the sort. The Evil Day is still very early in development. The only thing I have to show right now is a short concept teaser which gives the idea of the type of vibe the game will have, the sort of story it will tell. I'll link it to this video, and you can also just find it on my account, so please go check that out. It's only a minute long. And also the song you're hearing right now, which is a, albeit primitive, demo of a song I plan to include in the game. If any of this resonates with you, then follow me. Share, save, repost, please help me get it out there. And especially comment below. Let me know what you're working on. Let me know what you're creating. Let's grow together. Let's go on this journey together. I've still honestly got a long way to go. This is my first game I'm creating. That's why I'm not giving a date for when it will be done. But maybe if we encourage one another, we'll be able to watch each other learn, make some mistakes, but hopefully by the end, create something cool, something authentic, and something that we're proud of for ourselves.